Defense lawyers in a case regarding the September 11th attacks are now accusing the FBI of spying on them. The defense teams say that FBI agents interrogated a war court defense team member, and now they've been granted an urgent hearing on the matter. The judge's decision to hear the case means that the pretrial regarding one of the 5 accused 9/11 conspirators will be put on hold. The judge is now expected to open an inquiry into the possible conflict of interest in the military prosecution of accused 9/11 mastermind Khalid Shekih Mohammed, along with 4 others. According to the Miami Herald, the motion filed late last night says the FBI turned a security officer on the legal team of Yemeni captive Ramzi bin al-Shibh into a confidential informant. The motion states the implications of this intrusion into the defense camp are staggering. The most immediate implication, however, is that all defense teams have a potential conflict of interest between their loyalty to their clients and their interest in demonstrating their innocence to FBI investigators. To help us break down this case, I was joined earlier by RT's Anastasia Churkina. Take a look.
Well, Ameera, this is obviously a very high-profile case involving 5 suspects behind the huge terror attacks of 9/11. There's a total of 5 suspects, including Khalid Shekih Mohammed, who is seen as the alleged mastermind behind these attacks. And, of course, 5 of these suspects have their own defense team. And the way the system works is that to every defense team, there's a defense security officer assigned. They have top secret clearance, and the primary role of these people is to guide the teams in terms of what information to black out and what information to unclassify in this case. And the problem here is that now we are hearing from the defense team, from the lawyers, saying that there's been at least one instance where 2 FBI agents, according to the defense team, had enlisted one of these defense security officers as a secret informant, that they had questioned this person and made them sign a non-disclosure agreement. And certainly this is raising huge questions about the trust in this case, and certainly the defense team is outraged.
And what kind of effect are the defense teams alleging this has had on the court case, and could there be any fallout, do you think, for the FBI?
Well, like you said, this was the first hearing in this case this year, and it was put on recess by the judge as the information came out. And of course, the implications are very serious. Of course, there's now huge mistrust issues in the defense teams because, of course, whoever this secret informant was, they were asked about the work of all the 5 defense teams, and we've heard from the lawyers saying that they want the judge to start a separate investigation into the action of the FBI. We do know that the FBI now has 15 days to vet through this story, but certainly we haven't seen too many times where the FBI would investigate themselves into something that would not be in their favor. So certainly this is something that's very questioned. Another suggestion we've heard from the defense lawyers is to provide additional legal counsel to the suspect, obviously somebody who could be more trusted and not suspected of any of these things. But the questions are raised in terms of if this is doable, considering how many branches of government have compromised themselves in this case already.
Now, these very serious claims are, of course, come at a time when more light could be shed on the interrogation techniques conducted by the CIA involving a still secret Senate Intelligence Committee report. What do we know about that?
Well, this is a huge document, Ameera. It's a 6,300-page Senate Intelligence Committee report, which is a result of a 4-year investigation that cost $40 million looking into the legal basis of certain interrogation techniques conducted by the CIA and all the details behind what really went down. Of course, as we've heard from the CIA, they've said this was a program that was very targeted and involved only about 30 detainees. But according to information that we have on this report, that is not the case, and this huge document is going to basically bring into the light the truth about the interrogation techniques conducted by the CIA, and certainly this is something that the CIA doesn't want to be made public, as we've heard. And but we do know that it's likely that some parts of this report, already information on it is leaking out, but that more will come, and that there's been many conclusions made in terms of very unfavorable actions that the CIA had been up to.
And Anastasia, this is all, of course, connected to another story unraveling right now about Camp 7, a secret camp at Guantanamo Bay. Now, you've actually been to the military base. What do you know about Camp 7?
Well, Ameera, the answer is simple. There's not much that we do know. This is certainly a camp at Guantanamo that journalists are not taken to. It's never discussed with journalists. We know, of course, that usually officials just kind of pretend that they don't know it exists, but there's no photos online or made public, and only 3 lawyers throughout the existence of Guantanamo have been able to access this camp. We do know that 15 detainees are held there, and many questions exist about this camp because people are wondering why this secrecy exists. There's certainly many controversial issues surrounding Guantanamo, but the fact that this camp is held so much under wraps is making people question what else is going on that the public, that the government does not the public to know about.
All right, RT's Anastasia Churkina from our New York studio. Thank you.